Begin feeling alienated. Okay, it's good. Okay. All right, this is notes for me. So, what do I want to do here? Because we talked about thin line between solitude and madness. When the world stops answering, silence within. Case studies, we don't need to worry about it. Let me start at the top, actually. Brain and fear, spaces that turn against you, the weight of silence, memory and distorted perception, helplessness, mental repercussions and internal companions, loneliness and location, self and isolation, digital isolation, echoes of humanity, time in isolation, the comfort of madness, Myth-Tinians, we don't need to worry about that. False companions and deceptive signals, isolation and transformation, the body in isolation, slow burn of anticipation, fragility of sanity, isolation as a storytelling mechanism, and the case studies. Okay, so again, these two are definitely going to be different from yesterday. Well, 22 and 23 at least. I'll probably just go to the VOD and just compare notes again, but that's something we just have to deal with later. Hmm. What do I want to do? Give me a moment. I'm just thinking. Hmm. How about let's do something different here. Section 24. Isolation as a reflection. So, Every Silent Hill game, we gotta confront ourselves. You can't run away from your you can't run away from your past. Or excuse me. That's literally every Silent Hill game. Oh, save. Oh my god. I really can't believe that happened. Thank god it was just. It was one of the sections we did yesterday, because I would have been super salty. I don't know why that happened. But oh well. Just always make copies. I don't know why I didn't have a. I didn't know why I did not have a copy of this. Okay. Aura gets turned inwards, no longer from external threats, but from from our minds reveal. So, the longer we remain alone, the more the mind the longer we remain alone, the more the mind deteriorates. Yeah, I kind of said that already, but sure. And I spelled that wrong. Of course I did. Eddie is, yeah, Eddie, definitely Eddie. Oh my god. How can you just sit there eating pizza? Okay. So, now we have isolation as a reflection. Now we need a penultimate section before we do the conclusion. Okay, let's just have to do this again. So let's see. Brain, spaces that turn against you, the weight of silence, memory, distorted perception, helplessness, mental repercussions and internal companions, loneliness and location, self and isolation, digital isolation, echoes of humanity, time and isolation, comfort of madness, the grief, the tie-ins, False companions and deceptive signals, isolation and transformation, the body. Whoa. False companions and deceptive signals, isolation and transformation, the body and isolation, slow burn of anticipation, fragility of sanity, isolation as a storytelling mechanism, case studies, silence within, when the world stops answering, thin line between solitude and madness. If we want to be cute about it, prolonged isolation. We'll just, yeah, prolonged isolation, it's fine. Isolation as a reflection, so. Ooh, okay, alright. Section 25. Forever alone. So depressing. Alright. You need to stop. Forever alone. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Okay, forever alone. Forever alone, forever alone, forever alone. Okay. Isolation. Oops. Isolation. We can linger. Reshape us. Reshape us. And emotional response long after survival. People do not recover. Yeah, long after survival. Again, using the final girl in every like horror movie. So, horror games, and we don't need to say movies, but by extension, horror movies do show this a lot. Horror games. It's even worse when the hero becomes the killer after their when their isolation ends. They were trying to do that with Friday the 13th part 6, 5, 5, 5. The one with Roy, yeah. They tried to make they were trying to make, well, Tommy just became batshit crazy. Well, not bat, yeah, kind of was a little bit crazy after that. But they tried to make him seem like he was gonna become a killer, but they kind of like threw it out the window afterwards, and he became epic Tommy. He got the girl. But yeah, like even after like survival, like the damage is done. Some people just never recover. Or in Chris's case, PTSD. Oh, Jill and Three Maid. I'm not gonna drink to that because I already had a drink. I have to work tomorrow. World is but the world is indifferent. The world is indifferent. That calls for help. Calls for help. Recognition. Help. Recognition. Recognition. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. So let's see what we got, and we can just do one final conclusion. I think we're good. And finally, we can actually start this narrative. Oh, I do not have a quote, but I'll deal with that later. Okay, isolation as a reflection. Isolation, in a sense, forces reflection. I gotta be careful with this. So the characters and by extension the players are forced to confront ourselves. Horror gets turned inwards, no longer from external threats, but from I cannot read right now, but from what our minds reveal. Quite literally every Silent Hill game. The longer we remain alone, the more the mind deteriorates. Also, pretty much every non-protagonist Silent Hill character, such as Angela and Eddie. Forever alone, isolation doesn't end if and when we are rescued. It can linger, reshape us, and distort our perception. An emotional response long after survival. Horror games exploit this. Sometimes people never recover. Chris Redfield PTSD, big time PTSD. Resident Evil 3 remake Jill and the pills. Leon being more of an alcoholic. Shout out to Leon, such a Chad. So yes, this does linger. In some cases, worse than others. Hot take: the mind could possibly start believing that the world is indifferent. That calls for help and/or recognition may never be answered. Okay, I think we're good. So a quick conclusion. Then I think tomorrow we can finally get this started. This is gonna be a very, very long video. Okay. Definitely pending a quote. Okay, so in each of those case studies, yes, I will update my driver's intel. Thank you. In each of the case studies, present. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'm being very cheeky. Okay. We need one more. All right. Thank you, Simpsons. I just randomly thought about it. Remember the episode where they were talking about the rapture of being left behind? So, also in horror games, the threat isn't just death or being attacked. It's about being left behind. Thank you, The Simpsons. Some of the. All right, I will talk about it. But yeah, I was just randomly was just thinking about The Simpsons in my head, and that just came to mind. I'm like, wow, okay. So, um, the fear isn't death. The fear isn't being attacked or death. It's being left behind. And abandoned. Holy shit! That verse is on point. Nice. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, actually finishes on point at the 30-minute mark. Good shit. Okay. All right. So just let's just look over things and we'll see if everything's good to go for tomorrow. All right. So yep, our little build up. Can't believe I'm using a quote from Mother Teresa, but we ball. So section 0 will be the brain and fear. Section 1, spaces that turn against you. Section 2, the way to silence, followed by memory and distorted perception. Helplessness and isolation. I just didn't write it. Mental repercussions and internal companions. Loneliness and location. The self in isolation. Digital isolation. Echoes of humanity. Time in isolation. Let me actually save before we have another mishap. The comfort of madness. The tie-ins. We don't have to worry about that. False companions to deceptive signals. Isolation and transformation. The body in isolation. The slow burn of anticipation. The fragility of sanity. Section 20, isolation and as a storytelling mechanism. Case study 1 will be both Resident Evil 4s. Case study 2, Silent Hill F. We're doing that spoiler free because people are still playing it. It's case study 3, Security Breach Ruin. Section 21, The Silence Within. Section 22, When the World Stops Answering. Section 23, The Line Between Solitude and Madness, which should be funny. Section 24, Isolation and Reflection. Section 25, Forever Alone. Okay, all right, we did it. This will be a very long narrative. So tomorrow we'll get started. It's gonna be again pretty long. I'm pushing for at least an hour for this video eventually when it comes out. So we'll see. So good stuff. The outline's finally done. So tomorrow we'll start the actual essay. So good shit. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye bye.